is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Thursday podcast.
Hello.
Building your dream home. I mean, everyone. It is everybody's dream, isn't it? The white picket fence,
my
the kids
God.
running around.
Happy families and a barbecue out the back.
Dog turds out the back,
What?
you know what I mean? You're sitting out there having a beer on a Friday night going, we made it.
Oh, we made
You know
it,
what?
right, yeah.
We've made it.
God's
well,
country.
there's a couple that's done it. It's taken them a long time to get there, to save up a lot of money, and something has gone so wrong that they're being told that they're out. No, unfortunately, what you've done is not good
Really?
enough, and you are gone. You're going to find out what it is in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Home invasions. I've stopped doing them. I've got a job now, so I
Well done,
don't
mate.
really do them as much anymore. But everyone thinks about this. What would you do if you found someone that you didn't know in your house? It's a scary thought, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what have you got under the bed, Fitz? You'd be armed with something.
We've got that baseball bat that was sent as a promo for a horror movie that's
Yeah.
got the fake blood on it.
Yeah.
Never had to use it yet.
Do you think the burglar would think, once it saw the bat coming at it, oh my God, he's done this before, it's covered in blood, I'm getting out of here?
I don't think that would work at all.
No, you're right.
I mean, I think I would yell quite a bit. I don't know. Yelling seems to work. It's happened overnight down in Melbourne. So a guy has discovered that there was two guys in his house. They were trying to get the keys to his car. So have a listen to the news story to what he did to deter them getting into the house.
Good evening. First tonight, a Bayside resident has taken a novel but effective approach to home security, impersonating a guard dog to frighten off two intruders.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, if you're not scared of a person, well, I'll be a dog as well. Oh, you've got to see the footage. You've got to get that up on our Instagram page,
We'll
Tommy.
put it up now. Now,
Well,
stories.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It worked. It worked because they jumped the fence and got out of there straight away.
I mean, besides getting down on all fours and pretending to wag his tail, he did everything he could to be a dog.
Well, this is the thing. What do you grab inside the house? Do you yell or do you grab something? I mean, we had the bloke in Sydney. This was a couple of years ago. Remember, Whippen? He was a musician. He had to grab whatever he could to get them out of his house.
I'm not going to grab, I don't know, a bin or something like that. It's like, well, what's something I can swing? What's in that room? Guitar.
Choosing the cheapest one in his collection, chasing the bandits to their getaway car.
Come on, you bastards!
What I love so much about that story, and well done to the reporters from A Current Affair, is they went, hey, is there any chance you could recreate what happened? So the footage that went to air was him running out of the house with a bass guitar over his shoulder, ready to swing.
Come on, you bastards!
You've always got to do a cut. There's always cutaway shots. Can we just get you walking down the street, looking down at the road or...
That is so good.
That is just unbelievable. So, if someone is in your house, bark like a dog, like at A Current Affair man, the dog man, or whatever you want to do, and that will get rid of them.
Come on, you bastards!
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
There's a viral loyalty test that's out and about, Fitz. It's unbelievable. And a relationship expert has said, don't do this. For God's sake, don't do this.
So don't do the test, or
Don't do the test.
or don't be loyal.
Do be loyal if you're in a relationship. But the test sees people online paying strangers to attempt to bait other people's partners to see if they would cheat.
Oh, does this work? 13 24 10. Does anyone know if you've done this before? I'd love to hear from you.
I mean, if they fail, their partner will catch them in the act, and in some cases results in arguments and then eventually separation for the couple. I mean, I don't know why you would do this. In fact, when I was reading this article, Fitz, I thought, oh my God, thank God we've grown up, because we did it about 10 years ago to you and your wife. Do you remember we put a bit of a loyalty test into BJ?
Oh, yeah, that was the guy who was running down Darling Street in Balmain with his top off.
He was a good-looking rooster too.
Yeah.
And we said to him...
Probably not as good. He was tall, dark and handsome, but not as tall.
He was ripped. And we put a bit of a test in. So we lined up this guy to see if BJ would entertain the idea of getting to know him. Have a listen to how it played out as we watched on.
Oh, here she comes. Here she comes, Nick.
Yep.
Here he comes.
BJ? Yeah.
Do you remember me? 2010 in Brisbane?
2010. What's your name?
Sam. Virgin?
Yeah.
It's going to be very awkward. I had a thing for you back in the day.
Oh, dear.
I've always wanted to go drink with you. Is there a chance to show you this Friday?
Yeah.
BJ, what are you doing? This is faithfulness. And you know what? Sam's asked for your number.
Look at him.
Oh, give me a break.
Ash, are you in shock like we were? Isn't that unbelievable?
I mean, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I know.
She was, there was a lot of excitement there to catch her.
Yeah, but they only caught up once and they hooked up for, what, a week or so?
It's been hard to have him in my life since then.
Yeah, but BJ keeps saying it's just physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no
It's all right then.
no emotion attached to it. I mean, he was good looking. I mean, that would be the worst moment of being caught out where you go, yeah, what a great idea. Front of nuts, perfect.
Yeah.
Bang, got you. There was a fair bit of backlash when we posted that video at the time, wasn't there?
I know, but not many people know it was set up.
Tommy, can we put that up on our Instagram page?
Yeah, it went viral when we did it the first time.
I'd love to see the reaction now, because if no one's listening right now and they're not across the story, just to think that we'd set, poor BJ up just to be enjoying her day, not knowing that it would be revealed she's so disappointed in her husband.
I know.
Enter the hot hunk.
Well, it is. I mean, it would be like if you were seeing someone, then you took someone else to Chinatown and you were seeing somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, if you did something with that other person, that would be wrong. But if you didn't...
That'd be so wrong.
Well, it wouldn't be wrong. You might be having dumplings with a colleague.
Wouldn't you end the relationship first, though,
What
if
do
you
you
did
mean?
take someone to Chinatown?
Well, if you're there with a colleague, just talking shop...
What were you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Nova,
Didn't you,
the playlist...
Wasn't there a kiss that night as well?
No, jump in.
So then how long after that did you end the relationship before you then started
nothing
hooking
to
up
do.
with a work colleague?
It had nothing to do. This is not about me, mate. And it had nothing to do with
Loyalty.
Relationship. what a horrible test. The dumpling test, Tommy. I fell in love that night.
You do it every night.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Building your dream home. I mean, everyone, it's the white picket fence and everyone dreams of doing it.
Oh, yeah. The dog in the yard, mate.
You know what I mean? And it's you get very excited about it because you want to sit down and you want to work out what's going to be in the house. I want to talk about Dave and Melanie Moore. Please, sir, can I have Dave and Melanie Moore? So they spent $500,000 buying some land whip. This is in Camperdown.
Yep.
It's in southwest Victoria, so it's regional. So they bought it in 2021, got so excited. We're going to spend $400,000 on our dream home and we're going to spend the rest of our life there, have kids together. This is going to be unbelievable. And they did it. They got permits. They spent more money installing a driveway.
Okay.
They built the house on there. They connected the power. They were ready to go. 3 years later, the Moores got the shock of their life.
Do you need to take a minute? Do we need to play some more Taylor Swift while you have another Vicks Vapor Drop?
I might have to at the moment. It's been one of those weeks, isn't it?
Man, there's sickness everywhere. But I like this story. So what? They got the driveway in there?
So they got the shock of their lives 3 years later when they found out that they mistakenly built their home on the property next door.
You've got to be kidding me. How does that happen?
Their neighbour wants them out, and in 14 days they've given them to vacate the property, and that ends next Tuesday. So they have to be out by next Tuesday.
So-
They've just built their dream home.
Hey, did the neighbour... How did it take 3 years for the neighbour not to realise there was a house on their block?
Well, the neighbours got so much land around them that the neighbour's been away for a while. When the neighbour came home and said, "Well, why have they built there? That's ours." and
do you
said,
do?
You've got this amount of time to get out of here. Get rid of the house.
Is there machinery that exists that can dig 3 metres under a house?
Can you pick up a house and move it?
Well, you can. On some of them, you see them go down the highway and they've got like a patrol car following them and it says wide load ahead.
You've got to have a little bit of heart for these people that have built their dream home.
It's an honest mistake. But if we can get 10 guys, everyone grab a shovel, we're just going to dig around the base of it, slip a bit of plastic underneath and then lift.
You can
carry
imagine
it next door.
The day that they cracked open the champagne when the house was finished and they're just sitting on the front porch going, we did it, honey. Who would have thought? Like Paul Rudd said, they got the glass of wine. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Maybe there's a way they could sell that house back to the people that already have it, because they could then rent it out and then they can build next door again.
What, you reckon like Alan Bond, who bought Channel 9 and then Kerry Packer bought it back off him for half the price?
Yeah, lose your money,
like that?
buy it back, put all the marble in, and you're ready to go again. Matching house next door. That is you hear these stories, Fitz, quite often when they're about demolition. And they will have the wrong address and the demolition team has turned up and they've knocked the house over and it's the wrong
house. I don't think it would bother the demolition guys, though.
No.
They're a different breed.
Done the job, mate.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We are celebrating today a man that's been at Channel 9 for 35 years and number one in his slot when reading the news for 15 years. It's the magnificent Peter Overton. Yeah.
Thank you and good morning.
Pete, what do they give you for 15 years at number one?
An interview with you guys.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know you've made it.
Oh, mate, this is like platinum. I mean, I've heard of gold, but this is like platinum plus status.
Wow, must feel so special.
Yes.
Actually, we saw your lovely wife, Jessica, was wearing these Peter Overton shirts that are going around with your head all over it, Pete. Can we buy one of those?
No, I think it's a one-off, my friend. I think she got it done just online somewhere.
Okay.
And it was a shock when I saw it. I said, we can't wear that out to that beautiful restaurant, beautiful.
I mean, if I was to pick your brain on what restaurant you might have been at, Pete, it wasn't the Rojo, was it? The Rose Bay Hotel?
Look, I have seen you down there in the past, Whipper.
I've never walked in without seeing you there. Now, I'm trying to work out if
Likewise.
it's I'm trying to work out whether it's Jess's cooking that drives you down there.
Look, you've nailed it, mate. The other night I said, what's for dinner? She said, pasta. I said, that is 30 days in a row. Spag bowl.
I love it. All right, represent your suburb. You can go up against Peter Overton with I'm Still Standing.
I'm still standing. We're on. Yeah. All right. It's time for 60-second starts. Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing. Now.
It's easy to forget, but without Sydney Water, there'd be no clean, safe water at the simple turn of a tap. Sydney, water is our life.
The magnificent Pete Overton has stuck around and he is representing one of our listeners this morning. Natalie in Camden, you're up first. You're a teacher, Nat, is that correct?
Yeah, I am.
What school are you at, Nat?
At St Pat's.
Okay, and what year do you teach?
From year 7 all the way through to year 12.
Oh, you are a superstar.
So, Pete, you're in a fair bit of trouble because you're up against Nat, but you're representing Ryan from Mona Vale. You've got the magnificent Peter Overton here, Ryan.
Morning, Ryan.
Morning, Peter. How are you, mate?
Top of the world. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good on you, Rybo. Pete's going to do you a good job here.
Pete, this is pop culture, so I don't know how you're going to go with this one, and I know you've got daughters at home, so they will help you, Pete, but you are not going first. Natalie is. If Natalie gets one wrong, Pete, the power goes over to you. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds is the winner. Here we go. Natalie, your 60 seconds starts now. When sending an iMessage, Nat, what colour is the text bubble?
iMessage is blue.
Blue is correct. Well done. What country invented Love Island?
Oh, England?
Yep, I'll give you that one.
Wow.
Four Pines Park in Brookvale is which NRL team's home ground?
Manly?
Manly Seagulls is correct. Ed Sheeran sings about which gemstone, Natalie?
Sapphire.
Yes. What does Anna de Armas do?
Oh, no, don't know.
She's an actor. Over to Pete. Pete, what emoji is cheekily used to reference a bum?
Peach.
Yes. How many Toy Story movies are there, Pete?
Easy, 4.
Wow. Yes. Which famous Tom plays Marvel's Loki?
I think it's Tom Hiddleston.
That is correct. Is Morgan Wallen British or is he American, Pete?
100% American.
Yes.
Peter Overton! Yep, he didn't stumble over the word peach, did he? He uses it all the time.
Well done.
Oh, my God. Peter Overton has had a win for Ryan this morning. $100 thanks to Sydney Water, Ryan, but also, Ryan and Nat, you're in the running for a brand new Kia. Congratulations, just for playing.
Fantastic.
Love that.
That is great.
guys.
It's easy to forget, but without Sydney Water, there'd be no clean, safe water at the simple turn of a tap. Sydney Water is our life. Pete, can you stick around? Because we need to talk about your amazing career at Channel 9.
Love to, Fitzy.
Need to talk about Sunday night too, Pete, the Logies.
The Logies.
God, you said you kicked into gear.
It was a long night. Well, I'm still in my dinner suit. It went that long.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Fitzy very lucky to drag this man in after 35 years at Channel 9, 15 years at number 1, Peter Overton.
Well, I always feel like Pete's the end of the day for you. Like when Pete says good night to you, it's time to relax at home, isn't it?
I agree. If I'd had a teddy bear that had your voice in it that said this, Jess, have you got that grab of Peter Overton?
I'm Peter Overton. I hope you have a good evening.
I would have fallen asleep beautifully.
Do you know what you are? Remember when Fat Cat used to put you to sleep, Pete? Do you remember that?
You think Pete's Fat Cat?
Well, that was up at NBN in Newcastle, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
They used to say, righto, boys and girls, it's time to go to bed, something like that. Yes. I don't think we could do that really now, could we?
I think they still do it in Perth.
Perth, do they?
Yeah, I think Fat Cat's still putting kids to bed. Feels a bit weird in 2025.
Just a tad.
Our voices are a little bit croaky at the moment. There's a bit of a loogie going around here at Nova. But, Pete, it was a bit scary for you because you needed to get laser surgery. Were you freaking out?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was last Christmas. My voice was just getting huskier and huskier and huskier over the holidays, and I went to the GP and we thought it might have been respiratory. Then he said, let's go up to the ENT guy at St Vincent's. So I did. They stuck a camera up my nose, massive polyp on one of my vocal cords. And what was interesting, I was operated on 2 days later, and he went in with a laser to get it off. Then you can't speak for a week or so. But the key was the speech pathologist, who the exercises you have to do to bring you gently, I suppose, re-meet your vocal cords.
Like what, Pete?
Well,
run us through some exercises.
Well, you've got to have I had a glass of water with a big metal straw, and it was... You got to do all of that.
The Overton alarm.
It was thank God the family went on holidays as soon as I got home from hospital, so it was just Daphne, the dog, and the 2 cats and me blowing.
We won't play that again on this show.
Oh,
don't worry,
no.
we won't.
Actually,
won't abuse that.
I must think before I come on this show about what could go wrong.
Pete, can you tell us about Sunday night? You're up for the silver. I don't care who won it. The nomination is enough for me.
Ali won it.
Ali won it. Wonderful Ali, who's a great friend. That was for, most popular news and current affairs presenter.
Fantastic.
And great honour to be nominated. And
How was the night?
It was long. Whipper. It was long, and as I said, I'm still in my dinner suit. I think I left home about 1 and got home about 1, and that didn't include going to the after party.
Do you have a beer afterwards, Pete, or nah, you're not anymore? You've been at so many Logies.
You're about to turn 60, so those sort of things happened a few years ago.
Oh, you would have had a red at the table. Did Jess go along?
No, she didn't, because Allegra, our wonderful daughter, one of our wonderful daughters, was starting the HSC trials the next morning.
Wow.
Awesome. It was important for her to be at home, I think, and just keep the calm.
Are you in exams at the moment, or are they coming up soon, Peter? How's she feeling? What's going on?
Dropped her on the way to see you wonderful folks this morning at her school, and she's done English, she's done drama, and I think this morning was religion, her trial exam. So she was a bit nervous, but anyway, as I said to her, in our eyes, you've got 100 ATR for just making year 12.
Yep.
and getting through it. So we're so proud of it.
And if the results don't go to plan, you can still get a job in radio.
100%. And thank you, Tom, for offering that internship to Allegra.
Couldn't be more thrilled. She can have my gig.
Good on you,
Does she want to stay in media? Does she want to keep it in the family, or has she got other aspirations?
No, I think she'd like to go to university, and she told us the other day she loves criminology, and she's also doing some modelling as well, and she loves drama. So I would love her, even though it's like this industry, TV, radio, it's tough. She loves acting, so maybe that. Maybe
Pete,
that.
Love that, Pete.
Do you know what? How have you gone through the teenage years, Pete? I'm just entering into it now with 2 boys, and I'm getting as much advice as I can from as many parents as I can. How were the teenage years for you?
Well, we're still in the thick of it, and I think what I say is the bigger they get, the bigger the challenges they get.
Any boyfriends on the scene, Pete?
Oh, yeah. And I took the 16-year-old said the other day, I'm going up to meet XYZ at Westfield Bondi Junction. I said, well, he's going to meet me too. So, so I rolled up and I walked in and I said, hello, young man, I'm Peter. This is Precious Cargo. Respect and look after her.
Did you?
Yeah,
So would I.
Yeah, I really was. And, I was very calm and very polite, but I was very firm at the same time, as that, this is my beautiful daughter and I expect you to look after her.
Well, it's weird that you put that chip in his bag so you can follow him everywhere he goes.
It was weird sitting in the movie theatre with them next to them.
On the lover's seat.
Pete, congratulations. You've had 35 years at Channel 9. You've been number 1 for 15. That's what we're celebrating today. 15 years, topping the ratings in your time slot, which is that's no easy feat, mate. And you've been a great mate of ours over the years. We really appreciate you coming on the show, Legend.
Well, we really appreciate at 9 that, your support. And it's been wonderful over the years. And I've got to know Whipper outside of work a little bit. And Fitzy, I watch you on the telly and, of course, listen to you on the radio. So, no, we're very proud at 9. And I'm very much team like you guys are. I say to the team, not my team, the team, I represent you at 6 o'clock. I've got that job of saying thank you to the graphic artists, the helicopter pilots, the camera crews, the editors, the chiefs of staff, the makeup artists, the hairdressers, saying to them, this is... all your hard work comes together and we tie a bow around it at 6 o'clock, and that's my job. So I'm very grateful to all of them. Grateful to 9, 35. If it all ended tomorrow, I've travelled the planet for 60 minutes. I've seen every corner of the globe, every nook and cranny, covered some very big events, and I'll be the most content man on the planet. But I hope it doesn't end tomorrow. I've still got school fees.
There's another 15 years in it, Pete. You're just warming up, mate.
Oh, not 75, no thanks.
I love that. Great to see you, Pete. Thanks for coming in.
Whipper, Fitzy, Tom, thank you.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Well struck. Man on the rope. Goes back, goes back, goes back. Everything has been on show. Soaring. The ride of his life.
Watch every game of every round of the footy season live and ad-break free during play on Kayo Sports. Sign up today at kayosports.com.au.
Yeah, it is big. The Aussies, they're back on home soil to take on South Africa. This is in the cricket. There's 3 T20s, 3 one-dayers as well, and you can get it all live and ad-break free on Kayo Sports. Get on board today. And the lady who I tune into on Fox Sports every weekend is Kath Loughnan. She joins us now. Kath, welcome.
Hello, Kath.
What an introduction. Feeling the love. Thanks for having me, guys.
No, you deserve it, Kath. Let's talk AFL. I mean, the Crows are flying. So Fitzy is just frothing at the moment. It's been hard to put up with them, to be honest with you, Kath.
I thought we were going maybe like the news of the week, Simon Goodwin, big news out of Melbourne, but of course, I forgot Fitzy. Yes, we are talking the Crows.
Well, do you have any idea of replacement for Simon Goodwin?
I just get the feeling they're going to go an experienced coach. I could be wrong, but John Longmire, Nathan Buckley, those type of figures might be getting a
Swanee fans. Yeah, Swanee fans will be interested in that because I know Horse, he likes to coach. Whether it'll be Melbourne or not, we don't know. The cricket's going to be massive because is South Africa, are they number 1 in the world at the moment? They're going to be very hard to beat.
Coming off that World Test Championship final, Proteas up and about. This is strange, isn't it? T20s and ODIs in Cairns and Darwin in, August. But that's cricket these days. It's going to be a great little taster for the summer ahead. All live and exclusive on Fox Cricket and just a little appetiser for the Ashes.
It kicks off this Sunday night, every match live and ad-break free on Kayo Sports. Get on board today. Kath, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Been a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
So just to give you a bit of an idea of just the planning that goes into this show, with 2 seconds to go of Rihanna's Diamonds. So Whipper goes to Jess. For this break, have you got any mystery music?
Got any, Jess? So then
Which is, to be fair, more warning than he normally gives me.
Normally I'll just call it on air. So I'm an absolute prep monster. So Jess, play a bit of mystery music right now. That helps set the... What?
I'm honestly just playing what I've got. It says mystery music.
Pink Panther, yeah.
Is it the Pink Panther?
This might not be quite right.
No, that's not what I'm looking
Maybe
for.
we should prep to it.
Got any more like psychedelic stuff? I don't know.
You want
keep
like
looking.
psychic
Yeah,
music.
Tommy, psychic.
Gotcha. Right.
Psychic music. Because I want to know, 13 24 10, if you've had a sign from above where you've asked for a sign and then all of a sudden you're not going to believe. That's good, Jess, turn that up a bit. And I'll lower my voice.
I'm giving you a sign at the moment.
Well, that's put that finger down.
One finger.
Okay. That is not the sign I'm looking for. The sign from above where you realise that somebody, maybe from a past life...
Sorry.
This is not the right
We might have
music.
actually typed in Psy rather than psychic.
Oh, right.
Yeah. sorry.
Gangnam Style.
Don't worry about the music
Sorry
for now.
about
You
that.
set the tone.
What about,
Without.
is this like, you do hear stories of when you've lost someone in your life and you're thinking about them, and then all of a sudden you look up and the sun just comes out of the clouds and it just hits your face? Yeah. Is that what you're sort of looking
Well,
for?
more convincing than that.
Right.
Like, I don't want Ouija board stories. They're boring. But I want where you've asked for a sign. A girl, I heard this story from a woman who lost a child, and the child was only 6 years old. She'd been reading a book on signs, and not long ago we were talking about angel numbers, Fitz, where you see a sequence of numbers over and over again, and that's a sign that someone's trying to contact you from an afterlife. Okay. She had been reading a book and asked for a sign. Have a listen to this phenomenal story.
Do you guys want to hear a story about how I asked my 6-year-old deceased son for a sign that he could still hear me? I had just read that book called Signs. It's a pretty common book that people read directly losing someone they love. But in that book it talks about being very specific in the sign that you ask for. So I asked him to let me see a Lego in a place where it didn't belong, specifically a red Lego. And later that day, I was at my daughter's ballet class. I was observing this family I had never seen before, and I was kind of watching the little boy because he was wearing a shirt that my son had owned. And this little boy was kind of just quietly playing with cars on the floor. And he got up, walked over to me, and he looked me directly in my eyes. And he put one singular red Lego in my hand. And obviously I immediately started to cry, because how could you not in a moment like that? But I choked it up as fast as I could, and I tried not to let him or his mom see, because how do you even begin to explain that to a stranger?
Oh, come on. Serious?
That's a serious
So what? So the child that's not with us anymore took over that other child's body?
No, it was just somehow a coordinated sign by the spirit that was. Tommy, Chastity. Where's Chastity?
Oh, Che from our video department.
Yes.
Yeah, come in, Che.
Where is Che?
Yeah, he's coming in now.
Does a show with Jess on Sunday nights.
Okay, great
Sunday
show.
nights from 8.
Che-Lo, come in, mate. Talking about signs, you said you had a story. That was an unbelievable red brick story.
Yeah, so
my God, what happened to you?
My mum passed away 2 years ago of motor neuron disease, and everyone that knows me on this show knows that I'm a bit of a thespian.
Yep.
Thespian.
Yes. Loves the theatre.
A couple of months later, I was at the theatre, and my mum used to sing this song to me. It was a bit of a family joke. Everyone knew it in my family, but no one outside my family would have known.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so I was at Tech Week. The music director of the show walks across the stage singing this song, and I looked at him and I said, why are you singing that? He goes, I don't know, it just came into my head. And I was like, there's no way that wasn't a sign from my mum. But I think the funniest part about it is the actual song. So this guy walks across the stage, not knowing the song, and is singing this.
Like a rhinestone
So it was a bit of a running joke in my family. Mum would sing this song, and he would have no idea, and he just said,
"Wow."
rock around, don't go.
And he couldn't explain why it came into his head.
He couldn't. He said, I don't know. It just happened. I was just walking across the stage.
This is what I mean, Che.
Yeah.
That's
is extraordinary.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Annie in Camperdown, welcome to the show. Your sister got a sign from above.
Yeah, so my nephew died at about 2.5, and 10 years later my brother passed. And my sister was working in childcare. Yeah. This was a few years ago. And this little boy just kind of wandered up to her and said, sorry, it's quite emotional,
actually.
Yeah,
of course. Take your time, Annie.
Yeah, so this little boy wandered up and he said, oh, who's that little boy standing next to you? And she kind of looked next to her and she went, Who? There's nobody here. And he went, no, the little boy. And she went, oh, there's nobody there. And then he turned around and he said, and who's the man on the other side? And so my sister just automatically just burst out crying.
Oh, my gosh.
And she just thought, oh, my God, there's my brother and my little nephew, just next to me. It was kind of, it was Annie. Really, it was lovely, actually. It was quite beautiful. And then, of course, she rang us sisters and she said, oh, you'd never believe what's just happened to me. So,
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It was crazy, absolutely.
Annie, and you wonder how that kid could see other things.
She said that the little boy was a bit special, there was something about him. It's true. I believe that people do have kind of special kind of signs and things like that.
It's a beautiful story, Annie. Sad, but beautiful.
Wouldn't you love to speak to his mother, Annie, just to know if this happens to him regularly,
Well, my sister did actually have a conversation with his mum and said, is there anything a bit unusual about him, And she just said, oh, look, he's just a really gifted little boy, and things come out sometimes that's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. It was really
Annie.
Yeah.
Annie, that is amazing.
Great story. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
He didn't see who was going to win the Melbourne Cup this year at all, Annie, or anything like that? No, there was none of those signs?
No, definitely not.
That's a shame. Let's get that kid back, Tommy.
Sorry.
Belinda in Mossman, welcome to the show. You got a sign from above?
Yeah, soon after my mother died, I was catching up with a girlfriend and she was just talking away and said, hey, how about you listen to this person who is a medium and she might be able to give you a sign. Anyway, as it goes, not great with technology, so I listened to a recording of it on Facebook. And my mum, she had a brother, and there was this message that out of the blue just said, don't worry, Robin's looking after me. What? And her older brother was Robin, which is a very unusual name.
What?
So, yeah, out of the blue.
So you were listening to that on a podcast, were you, or Facebook?
Yeah, I was on a Facebook recording podcast.
What?
And that just popped up out of the blue. Whose voice was it? Whose voice was it, Belinda?
No, the medium was talking, and she just said, I've just got this message, and I don't know why I've got it, but Robin's looking after me. I was like, oh, wow.
My God. That is extraordinary, Belinda. Thank you so much for calling. Producer Maddie's got a story too. She's going to make her way in.
There's a side of it that scares you, though, doesn't it? Like, you want to believe it, but you don't want to believe it.
It's nice to believe it, don't you think?
I suppose in these moments there are. When you lose a loved one, I understand. But when you want to look into the future and find out what what's going to happen to you, that's where it gets a bit murky.
Maddie, what happened to you?
So this is actually a story from my religion teacher from high school. So shout out to Mrs. Rushby. Her son tragically passed away. He had an illness, so he passed away quite young. And being a religious family, she always said to him, when you pass, can you let me know that there is a God out there? If you're there, if you see him, send me a sign. And her favourite colour was orange, and he would always buy her all these weird orange wacky things, ugly orange sweaters.
Okay.
And then the day of his funeral was in 2009 when all of Sydney got swept over by a dust storm and turned orange.
So he instigated the dust storm, which put a lot of people out that day just to get a message to his mum. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But he came in hard, didn't he? You know what?
It's a big sign.
I'll be loud and clear. If you want orange, I'll give you orange.
Gosh.
The entire city turned orange.
I'm going to coat the whole city orange.
Maddie, good story. Tanya in Yowie Bay. You had 2 signs, did you, Tan?
2 signs, yeah. So the first one was a couple of years after my mum passed away. I was visiting Tasmania, staying with my stepdad in their old house, and my stepdad was outside washing the car, and no one else was home. There was nobody there but myself and him, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I felt this hand on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was no one there, but I just saw what looked like my mum's hair, like her hairstyle, like really, really faint, like almost like a ghost person. It was, very crazy. And I kind of went to the window to see if my stepdad was still outside, just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. And, he was still washing the car. And then a few years ago, I was in Italy, and my partner and I were wandering around, and we were in Florence, and my main reason for wanting to go to Florence was because my mum had just loved the place so much, and I wanted to see what she loved. And we decided to go back to the hotel, and we'd had enough, and then my partner said, let's have one more drink. So we sat down at this little outside cafe, and these buskers came along, and they started playing Sarah McLachlan's Angels, which was the funeral song that we had for my mum.
Mum's following you, Tan.
Oh, my God, yeah. And I just lost it after that.
Oh, Tan, are you emotional telling this story, or you've just got the flu like everybody else?
No, extremely emotional. I'm trying to keep
I can
it together,
imagine,
but-
Tanya, you're doing so well. That is, like, the time and the place and the chance is too rare for it
I know.
not to be a sign.
And does it happen regularly, Tan, or is it, because I feel like it's just they want to get in contact with you once just to say I'm here, and then that's it.
Yeah, it hasn't happened to me again, but those 2 times were pretty significant. It was just the timing and the significance of being in Florence. And I only went to visit Florence just for that reason.
For Mum.
She loved it, and I wanted to go there and see why she loved it so much. And then, for that song to start playing, it was like,
oh my God, it's extraordinary.
Thanks, Tan. Let's go to Olivia in Camden. What was the sign from above, Liv?
Hey guys, so about 20 years ago, my granddad passed away, and he was like a really big supporter of the Western Suburb Magpies.
Yep.
And then shortly after, a couple of years after that, one of my uncles passed away. And when I would walk home from school, I'd always see 2 magpies everywhere. Like, it didn't matter where I went, whether it was home, the shops, sport after school, I'd always see 2 magpies, and so would my immediate family. We'd always see 2 magpies at my nan's house and everything like that. Yeah. Fast forward to last year, one of my other aunties passed away, and pretty much we had to go to Perth to for the funeral. Mm-hmm. And after the funeral, we started seeing 3 magpies, and we were like, oh, this is a bit spooky. Like, I don't know what's really happening. Wow. Maybe just by chance.
Yeah.
And then in June, one of my other uncles unfortunately passed away, and I had to go to work the next day. And at work the next day, I work at a university, big university that's got a lot of grass in the area.
Yep.
I would only see crows for the past 4 years that I've worked there, and as soon as I walked up to my office, there's a big grass patch outside my office. There was 4 magpies. It was the day after his funeral, and I was the only one around. And it was so emotional because I just thought, after all these years, after my granddad passed away, our family always thought, like, magpies was definitely like a matriarch in our family.
Yeah.
And just to have all 4 of them, like, follow me around, and it even still happens. Like, so the funeral was in June, but it even still happens now. The other day I got home and there was 4 sitting on the driveway. Like, it was just
That's quite
wild.
bizarre, isn't it, Olivia? It's really bizarre.
Just keeping an eye on you, Liv. That's what they're doing.
And
always.
The signs come in so many different forms, don't they? That is really moving.
They do.
Tommy, have you ever looked in the mirror and seen your grandma looking back at you, sort of a sign?
No, a ghost and a man that's sort of dead in the eyes after having worked with you guys.
Wow.
But,
here's a story for you. 14 years ago, I started a radio show.
Yeah, what are the signs?
And
what happened?
On that first day, the guy that I was doing it with died. He basically died on air.
Right, okay.
Some of his jokes were so bad, I was going, oh my God, this is... And then every day I see this same figure every day, and he's still dying on air every day.
He dies every day.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.